Hey Tammy, what do you think? Is it time for a garden tour? Yeah, 2019 garden tour. Okay, here goes. Here are some cucumbers and tomatoes that Tip has already harvested from the garden. And we'll go over here to her lime tree. We get limes from this pretty frequently. And she also planted a pepper tree, so you can see all the little green peppers growing on that thing. We bring this whole plant inside for the winter. Right now it's doing great outside. This is my pride and joy. It is a Santa Rosa plum tree, and we have been eating plums every day for the last 2 weeks. They're about done though. They're really juicy, really sweet. There's the strawberries down below. They're still putting out. And this is probably the most amazing tree in the garden. This is a McIntosh apple tree. And it's a tiny little tree, but you can see how gigantic the apples are. We haven't picked any yet because they're not quite ripe, but soon they will be. And this has just been a spectacular tree. We only planted this 2 years ago, so quite surprising to see it producing fruit like this. Oh, there's a good strawberry. Gotta eat that guy. Ooh, look at that. Just perfect. And there's the hibiscus. It's evening, so it's already starting to close up. The flowers are open all day long, and as soon as evening starts to fall, they close up. The bees just love this plant. They're in there all the time. Some of the bees are huge. And here's a plot. We got zucchini right there. We've harvested zucchini as long as Tip's arm. Tomatoes. The snap peas are about done. There's a good one. Put that in my pocket. This is a little peaceful corner. And these arborvitae I planted last year. They've grown about 18 inches since I planted them. Gonna have to give those a little bit of water because they don't get much back in that corner. These sunflowers are volunteers from our sunflower seeds that we fed to the birds over the winter. We had a bird feeder down there, and the sunflowers came up. Down here we've got creeping myrtle, lots of ground cover. I just added a bit of compost to the raspberries. We'll be eating raspberries well into November. If this year's like last year. These are ever-bearing raspberries. We're kind of in between batches right now. More ground cover. Well, I guess there's some raspberries in there. Even though we're in between cycles right now, there's a couple still that can be eaten. Delicious. This is another hibiscus. I went to the store yesterday and I was going to buy some more hibiscus trees, and they wanted $175 for a hibiscus. So I'm going to propagate them myself, probably sometime later this week, because I really want to get this purple and red one to come up. This tree's about done. I don't know what happened to it, but it's having some problems. Here's another garden plot. These are Roma Gold tomatoes, and Tip loves these for cooking. Next year I think these are the only ones we'll plant because they're the best ones for her. Another sunflower volunteer again. We got lots of cucumbers in there. I think Tip picked them all today. Oh, there's a couple little guys coming up there. Those will keep going. And Tip planted long bean, just like Thailand. And they're doing really well. She's also got cilantro and other herbs in there. Oh, these little flowers over here, last 2 years living here, I've pulled those thinking they were weeds. And this year I was curious as to what they are. And there's some kind of flower that was planted. Don't know what they are. We've got another hibiscus variant buried back here. I don't really know what it is. It only flowers in the spring. More arborvitae. And here we have a red delicious tree. An apple tree. You got the classic red delicious shape. This tree's not quite as productive as the other one, but we'll be eating those too. We have another small plum tree here. I don't know what variety this is. I just got it on sale. It was only 18 inches tall about 2 years ago, and it'll produce fruit next year, I think. And we're back to Tammy. Tammy's listening to the kids playing over there. What's going on, Tam? Everything good in the garden? Yep, she says everything's good. All right, that's the 2019 August garden tour.